We're going to win so much, you may even get tired of winning. Please, it's too much winning. Can't take it anymore.
Mr. President, it's too much, and I'll say no it isn't. We have to keep winning. We have to win more. We're gonna win more. We're gonna win so
Oh my God, bro.
Oh, hell no, man. What the fuck, man? Get your ass.
So I've passed my per diem. This video is quite overdue. I actually passed it about 2 weeks ago, but I've been lazy. And also, like, I've been wanting to make this video for a while now, and like, I just haven't got the time to make it, but here I am. And I'm not gonna lie, it wasn't easy. I failed a couple times and I blew the account, but finally I set my discipline straight, I set my mindset right, and stuck to 2 to 3 MNQs. And rather than going for a higher lot size, I just stuck to something small, stuck to something that I knew, and then just, you know, and I ended up passing it. And now I moved on to live. Inshallah, I'll be making more videos coming up, and I'll make a separate video just on the strategy I use. I want to start making some gym content too. I finally made it, and the thing I've realized is not the strategy. It's never been the strategy, and I don't think any of you guys out there have a problem with this strategy. It's with the discipline, it's with over trading, it's with the psychological aspect, it's with the mindset, and you guys all know this, but everybody has to keep repeating it. Now, I'm only 18 years old, and at 18, you have a lot of stupid thoughts, you go into a lot of stupid decisions, and you just have to just learn how to control that, because without that, you might have successful days, you might make a lot of money, but you will also lose a lot of money in the long run, and then that's where you're gonna kind of go down the wrong path. I kind of talked about this in the previous video a little bit, but I kind of go back into it. At the start, I had no idea what I was getting into. Like, the losses really messed with my head, but I knew something had to change, and that something was just to stick to small quantities, 2 to 3 MNQs. I said this last time, I'm gonna say it again, especially with the way Trump's going. You guys saw the intro.
We're gonna win so much, you may even get tired of winning. Please, it's too much winning. Can't take it anymore.
When Trump says something, the market moves a lot. So, especially what happened on April 2nd, that was 1,000 points. And that can happen again, because we don't have Sleepy Joe in charge anymore. We have a guy who, if he speaks, the market has no direction. It just goes up or down, or like it doesn't matter. Like, it just moves, right? So before, it's like 20-point trades, that was good. Now it's like 100 points, and it moves in within like 5 seconds. So you got to be very careful. That's where I really learned my lesson. No matter what strategy you have, when this guy speaks, bro, you guys thought Powell was bad. This guy is a different machine. This guy's a different animal, bro. Kind of getting off track here. Main thing is the consistency. Consistency is pretty much everything, and you guys know this. Consistency is everything in the gym. I'll be making more gym content soon. In this too, like, it's every single day when I sat down to trade, I had a goal of only $100 to $200 a day. Now, as you guys can see from the screenshot that I'll be putting up on the screen, I did make a lot more than that, but for most days. But at the end of the day, like, when you set a goal like that, for me, if I hit that target in a single trade, I'll stop. For most of my other trades, reason why it went above is because that trade just ended up being a lot more successful. Like I said, with how volatile the market is, I just ended up making a lot more money. But at the end of the day, it's like, you have to stick to a goal, because I will make another video on how I'm gonna reach $100,000 in capital from this. But at the end of the day, like, if you don't have capital to begin with, you can't just make that in a couple months. You can't hit that goal of $100,000 to $200,000 in a couple months without having the discipline to wait a little bit longer. And by longer, I don't mean like a couple years. I mean literally a year. If you just sit tight a year and maybe you save up only 25K, then years after that, it's just exponentially gonna grow. So that's kind of my advice to you guys, is stick to smaller quantities, stick to smaller profits. In the long run, it will work out. And also, just for you guys wondering, like, oh, but I want to make I have no money right now and I want to make $100,000 my first year trading. What 18-year-old is making $25,000 from trading anyways? And you guys, some people say, oh, like in a year, like some people are like, oh, that's not a lot. Well, yeah, it might not be a lot in the grand scheme of things, but in the first year of trading, like I said, you save up that 25K, you put it aside, you go through a brokerage after that. The next year you could be making 100K. The year after that you can make 250K. Then the year after you could be making 500K. I have a whole plan set up, and I've taken a lot of time to make that plan of how I'm gonna eventually get to $1 million as well, through just Perdia and then eventually a brokerage too, and everything being reinvested. But like I said, guys, like just stay patient. It's not, the market's not going anywhere. In fact, I mentioned it before and I'll mention it again, with Trump, someone like Trump in charge, like there will be a lot of opportunities. You just have to keep your like discipline and stick to your strategy, and then everything will be fine. Just stick to your strategies, be disciplined, and that's about it. And also surround yourself with like-minded people, man. Like that's the biggest thing for me. I had a group of people before. I'm kind of ranting now, and the video is getting a bit too long, but I had a group of people around me before that, honestly speaking, like they just brought me down. And they're not bad people necessarily, but they had a completely different vision of where they wanted to go in life, and that just kind of did not align with me at all. And as soon as I realized that, I left. On a real note, just surround yourself with people who are like-minded. And if you might be in a situation where, like I was, where you are not able to surround yourself with like-minded people, at the very least, leave this negative surroundings. I'm not going to tell you what is negative and what is positive, but you guys know best what is for you in terms of trading. Like if you're not able to find like-minded people right now, I mean, first of all, social media, like me personally, if you guys have a comment or whatever, if you guys want to get in contact with me, I'm down to help, like any of you guys, one-on-one as well. So, but other than that, like I would say, honestly speaking, like this is something is better to do alone. Then of course it's better to do with like-minded people, but I would much rather do this alone at the beginning than do it with the wrong people. So like I said, get rid of the negative vices, get rid of all the distractions, surround yourself with like-minded people. Anybody that tells you that what you're doing is wrong, or hates on you for it, or laughs at you for it, remember, there's never gonna be anybody in life who is doing better than you that will talk bad about you or shit on you. Like, honestly speaking, it's always the people who are below you, and always the people who envy you, and always the people who want something from you that shit talk you. There is never I have never met a single person in my life who's doing better than me who has talked bad about me. So that's just something to keep in mind, guys. I know I've been going on for a while now, but yeah, just keep that in mind, and I'll see you guys in the next video.